What up, YTBC? What up, boxing fans? Yo, I got this news from 78 Sports TV. Very reliable source, this man. I'm telling you, when 78 says it, 90% of the time it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? He said that Andre Ward and Kovalev fight might be final this week. And I always take this man's word for it because he usually comes through with his information, man. And hey, let's get it popping, man. Let's go. That's what champions do, baby. That's what champions do. You know what I'm saying? One guy calls you out. He's making all types of excuses. Why he don't want to fight you? Your numbers, your inactivity. They're making all types of. You know what he does? Yo, this is like a slap to the face for all the haters, man. Look, he don't want to fight him. He's afraid. He's inactive. He hasn't been fighting at this. Why don't he move down? Why don't he go fight Kovalev? Why don't he do this? Oh, really? Why don't he go fight Kovalev? Well, guess what? He's about to go fight him. He's about to go fight him right now. So what? So, man, this is crazy. It's like Andre Ward is giving these people no way out. I've hardly seen fighters like this before. And I used to be impressed by Floyd Mayweather, but I'm way more impressed at Andre Ward, to be honest with you, man. You don't see the type of things this man is doing. You don't see that stuff anymore, man. This is old school boxing mentality. This man not only wiped out his whole division. His whole division, he wiped them out. Even the ones that he didn't get a chance to fight, he fought them outside of the tournament to make sure he beat them. You know what I'm saying? So what yo, he wiped out his division. There's nothing left for him to do in his division, right? So this new guy is supposed to be coming up and is supposed to be a monster. He tries to make the fight. Fight doesn't happen, not because it's his fault or he's inactive. They're giving all these excuses. That's cool. Floyd Mayweather was inactive for a while. Why didn't Marquez refuse his fight? Why didn't all these other people refuse to fight? Yeah, okay, you might say it's the money, but Golovkin hasn't been on pay-per-view since the other night. That's his first pay-per-view. So how the hell do we know how much he would generate? But anyways, now I'm gonna tell you what a real champion does. He goes, fine. The little man don't want to fight me? Well, let me show these people how a real champion does it. Just like back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the 80s when guys would go, you know what, man? I'm going up there to go fight that dude. You know? Like, God, man. Yo, remember Roberto Duran, who was a freaking lightweight? Came up to fight the best man at his own weight class, Sugar Ray Leonard. People thought it was gonna be Sugar Ray was gonna get him, was gonna take him out. Duran shocked the world, man. You understand? I'm gonna tell you like this. Mark my words, Andre Ward will beat Kovalev, man. Andre will beat Kovalev, man. And then it's gonna get worse for these fans that are protecting and hiding, and for HBO as well. But you know what's gonna be crazy about it? Is that once he beats Golovkin is probably exactly what 78 Sports TV said. He's gonna go move up to 168, which, to be honest with you, I think he's gonna have a hard time in 168. He's gonna win, but the matchups are gonna be a little bit tougher because especially with Badou Jack up there, boy. Badou Jack up there and Andre Durrell. Andre Durrell already got Golovkin's number. I'm gonna tell y'all like that. All right. Just remember I said that. He might win these fights, but they're gonna be hard fights for him to win, and he might lose them too. But he's gonna get to 168, and then he's gonna call Andre Ward back down. But the mistake they're making, and I'm gonna let you know this now. The mistake that they're making, bruh, is that Golovkin is not a young man. You know what I'm saying? Golovkin is not a young man, and those type of moves are moves you make when you're a young man. All right, you're a young man, and you're trying to. I don't know what this guy wants from me, but whatever. You're a young man. Those kind of moves you make them when you're a young man, and you move up, and the other guy can't come back down to make the weight, and he's old enough where the weight, and he's too big, and the weight kind of messes him up. You know, like the Roy Jones, like 78 Sports TV explained this already. But I think Andre Ward is the type of guy who's young enough, man, who's young enough that he can make that weight again after he moves up. You know what I'm saying? I think he can make that weight again once he moves. This one dude, man, I don't know what the hell he wants, man. But anyways, man, let me keep it moving. All right. So I think Andre Ward, being that like he's like 30 years old or something like that. At 30 years old, man, you're like in your prime, bro. You're in your prime at 30 years old. You know, around 30, 31, 32, you're at your best. You're at your best. It's once you hit like 35, 36, you start slowly going down a bit. You might not be able to make those type of weights anymore, you know, certain weights anymore. But I think at 30 years old, Andre Ward, after his fight with Kovalev, if the next year they decide to make the fight at 168, I think he might still be able to make it. I think so. But we'll have to see how big he comes in after his next fight and his Kovalev fight. We'll have to check it out and find out. But what this tells me, man, is this guy is an old school guy, man. This guy is an old school guy. Look, I've seen the guy fight, man, where he's fighting a dirty fighter, and he gets right dirty with him. Like, oh, you want to do this? You want to throw a little blow here, a little elbow here, that? Well, guess what? I got my little tactics on the inside too. KG guy, man. I'm telling you, this guy is so smart and so, man. Look, man. Let me tell you something about boxing that most people don't know. Okay? And Bernard Hopkins used to be that way, but he's a lot older and he's not strong enough to pull off certain things anymore. You'll notice in a lot of his fights, he can't really do certain things because he's a little older, man. He's an older man. Once you get to 50, it's a different story, bro. Now, Andre Ward is the type of guy, he don't have to win looking nice. He don't ever have to win looking pretty. Okay? Just because Kovalev beat Bernard Hopkins, it's not the same thing when you're facing a young 30 years old man. Remember, he's 30 years old, man. This is a young kid. He's going to go in there. He doesn't have to look good. He's going to make it boring. He's going to make it whack. He's going to make it frustrating. All right? Because, look, he has his legs. He has his mind. He has the speed, the reflexes that Bernard Hopkins does not have. All right? Pascal was game with Kovalev. He was catching Kovalev with some shots. And I think Andre Ward is a lot quicker than Pascal. And a lot cagier. I can see Andre Ward throws a jab in the right hand, and boop, ties him up, holds him. And I think he's strong enough. At 30 years old, a strong enough young man with good enough legs to hold him down. Man, Andre Ward is going to beat this guy, man. And I guarantee you, the sad thing is like this, man. Andre Ward will not get credit after he beats Kovalev. The fans won't give him credit. HBO will act like it was just another fight. HBO is not going to promote the Andre Ward Kovalev fight like they did the Golovkin Bumyu fight. I'm telling you, they're not going to promote it as big because their whole goal is to make Gennady Golovkin the star, so that if he ever tries to face Andre Ward, he has the upper hand. So they're not going to full blown promote that fight. But anyways, that's good news, man. I hope this thing comes through without a hitch. So, all right, let's do it. Peace.